Hey guys, this is Great Pics and it's 6 a.m. so I'm here to bring you guys some positive energy. I woke up at 4 and I ran up this mountain so I could capture this beauty for you guys. But before I do, I have a really funny story to tell you guys about a medical school exam.
Yo, check this out.
First, I want to really thank you guys for all the support. A lot of you guys reached out, a lot of you guys made some really beautiful comments. My goal this year is for us to reach up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can share with a friend that you think would ever be interested with this channel, I would really appreciate it. Or just always hit a like, because every time you hit a like, it helps boost up the video. So I really appreciate that.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you'll never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want ya, and I need ya, and I'm down for you all.
Here's the story. I took a diagnostic exam, and these diagnostic exams are
5 hours long.
they're around
200 questions.
and
Really exhausting.
so I took my first one in a library. I wanted to make sure, everything is, stable and I'm kind of sitting and able to focus. So I sit down to take the exam and I'm ready to take the exam and I start the questions. And out of nowhere, honestly, just out of nowhere, a whole group of jousting type of people dressed up in like these medieval suits all come out, and there's this giant glass window outside and they all come out to have this giant battle, and they're there with swords and fighting with each other and hitting each other, and I'm just sitting there taking my exam. I'm like, okay, this is very strange. Now this was like a public library in a very residential area, so it wasn't the place you would expect to see a big medieval themed battle. In front of the windows you have the grass, and the grass leads up to the road, and they're just cars that kind of like pass by, and they were kind of on that plot of grass. And so they're all there, very intensely fighting. It was like I was in a war. And I'm like taking this exam, I'm like, oh my god. So I'm taking the exam, and if I like glanced to peek, oh my god, it just made me burst out in laughter, and I was trying to hold it in, and I'm sitting in this quiet library, and I'm like, how is everyone else like able to keep a straight face on? I mean, this was like, wow. I'm taking this exam, and as I'm taking it, I spot this lady who is on the corner, and she's sitting there with an umbrella. She's like this. She's literally there with this umbrella, and I'm taking this exam, and remember, it's a 5-hour long exam. 3 hours into the exam, she's in the same spot with this umbrella. Just standing and watching the jousting battle fight medieval times. Boom, they're just like going crazy, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Taking the exam, I get a 10-minute break in between 2 of the sections. I go to use the restroom, and as I'm going to the restroom, all of them decide to go use the restroom at the exact
same time.
No joke. I go in, and all of them come in. They're all like dressed up in these gowns, and they're coming in, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, hold on, I'm like,
hi, nice to meet you. Pleasant day today, right?
And then so I like go back in, and it was a sunny day. So they decided to close the library an hour early that day. I don't know why, but I had about an hour left of the exam. So I'm like, okay, I'll go outside and do it on the bench, because at least I'll have Wi-Fi and still can continue it there. Right as I grab my laptop, all of a sudden this giant storm cloud comes out of nowhere and just like rain starts pouring. So I go into my car and I'm like, it's pouring rain. Oh my God, okay, I'm gonna try to take in my car, and it's like pouring rain, and I'm like sitting there trying to take that diagnostic exam. An hour left, I've already spent like 4 hours on it. Guess what? The library turned off the Wi-Fi. I guess they do that when they close. So I'm like panicking, and I'm like, oh my God. So I drive my car right around the corner. They had the YMCA, and I was able to connect to their Wi-Fi, and I'm like, okay, just finish it. Just a really interesting story. I don't know. I spoke with the education specialist in my school, and she's like, of all her like 20 years, she's never heard of anyone have that experience while they were taking their diagnostic. And she was really, really amazed with those video clips. But on the bright side, after I took the exam, right when I pressed the done button, a giant, magnificent rainbow appeared before my eyes, and it was just beautiful. So there's always a rainbow at the end of every storm cloud, and I guess that's the message of that story. Okay? Please drop a like. This is great pics. Give a comment if you would like. Now, I'm gonna be kind of busy with logistic things up through mid-September, October-ish. So I'm not going to be really posting much videos till then. After that, I'm going to be sequentially working on videos. I have a plan set for that. Now, I'm going to be brainstorming different ideas. So if you guys could drop down in the comments, what are some videos you want to see? Anything about medical school, anything about motivation, anything. Like, drop a video. Really thank you for that. My day is here ended. I'm gonna go to work, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of...
It's hard when you're young.